Hello children, welcome to Zero Panic Maths. So let us continue fourth set of questions from exercise 3.1 in this session. Okay, now let us see what is given. So first thing is we have to check whether we need to identify consistent and inconsistency out of the given two pair of linear equations, and the thing is, if consistent, then we have to obtain the solution graphically. Okay, it's again similar to the previous set of questions, that this is our equation 1 and this is our equation 2. Okay, so from equation 1 and 2, from equations 1 and 2, what do we got is a1 by a2. Okay, a1 by a2 is equal to 1 by 2. I can say 1 by 2. b1 by b2 is equal to 1 by 2 again, correct? And c1 by c2 is taking 5 to the left hand side, it will be minus 5 by minus 10, which is also 1 by 2, So what do we got is all these ratios, a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2 are all equal to each other. So what does it mean? The lines are coincident and the lines are consistent. Okay, therefore the lines are coincident. So just to say the lines are coincident, you can just mark these values, a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2, or you can write an additional step that from the above equations, a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 and c1 by c2 is also equal. So the lines are coincident and consistent. But what is asked? If consistent, we need to plot the graph, but we cannot plot the graph because the lines are coincident. They have infinitely many solutions. So just write that, you don't have to plot the graph. Therefore they have many solutions. Okay, let us quickly move to the second problem. Okay, let us identify a1, a2 and a1, b1 and c1 from this. Okay, from equation 1 and 2, from equations 1 and 2. Okay, let us first mark them as equations 1 and 2 here. Okay, from equations 1 and 2, that is a1 by a2 is equal to, that is 1 by 3 is equal to b1 by b2. Is it equal? b1 by b2, because minus 1 by minus 3, and c1 is minus 8 and c2 is minus 16. Okay, since I can just first compare the two ratios, so a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, because 1 by 3 is equal to minus 1 by minus 3, I can say. Okay, but the third question, but c1 by c2 is not equal to this, but is not equal to c1 by c2, which is equal to minus 8 by minus 16, which is actually equal to 1 by 2. Okay, I can say the lines are parallel. Okay, you know this condition that if the first two ratios are equal and if it is not equal to C1 by C2, then the lines are parallel, and if the lines are parallel, they are inconsistent, right? So if the lines are inconsistent, they don't have the solution. We don't have to plot the graph. Okay, let us look at the third example. Okay, now the third example, you have 2x plus y minus 6 is equal to 0 and 4x minus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, now you can see that in the first table we have converted our first equation as y is equal to, taking 6 to that side, it becomes a minus 6 to plus 6, and taking 2x to that side, it becomes minus 2x, and that is the equation in the first table. Okay, and out of this 2y, I'm taking 2y to that side, that it is making it as plus 2y. Then again, actually 4x minus 4 remains at the left hand side. I just switched this. Okay, so I can just divide the whole equation by 2. It actually cancels y, so 2 from y here and 2 from here, and it gives me this equation, and this is equation 2, right? This is the second. Now why I am directly going for plotting the graph and identifying the tables only, because we need to first solve that and solve the two equations and identify that these equations are consistent and cross each other, intersecting lines. Okay, what is the condition for intersection? Is a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2? Okay, let us see from equations 1 and 2. First of all, do that. Okay, from equations 1 and 2, what are the equations 1 and 2? This is my equation 1, right? This is equation 1 and this is equation 2. From equation 1 and 2, a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Okay, I know this. Since what is a1? 2. And what is b1? That is 2 by 4. This is 1 by 2. Whether it is equal to 1 which is b1, 1 which is b1, and b2 is minus 2. Whether it is equal, it is 2 ones are 2 twos are, it is 1 by 2, but this is minus 1 by 2. So this is not equal to each other. So therefore the lines are intersecting, the lines are intersecting and consistent. Lines are intersecting and consistent. So since the lines are intersecting and we got the consistent solution also, we are plotting the graph. Okay, let us have some small values putting into y is equal to 6 minus 2x and y is equal to 2x minus 2, and identify some coordinates to draw the graph. Okay, okay, now if I put 0 here in place of x, this makes the second term 0 and y I will get as 6. If I am putting 3 here in place of x, 2 3s are 6 and 6 minus 6, it will give me 0. Okay, simply I am solving that questions. If I am putting 1 in place of x, it makes 2 into 1, 2 minus 2, that gives me 0. Okay, if I am putting 2 in place of x, 2 into 2, that is 4 minus 2, that actually gives me 2, right? So these are the coordinates for me: 0 6 3 0 1 0 2 2. Okay, let us plot the graphs by taking the same coordinates. Okay, so this is the graph ready for us. Let us identify the coordinates for the first line. Y is equal to 6 minus 2x. 0 6, 0 is x, 6 is y for me. Okay, so this is 0 x coordinate and y coordinate as 6, 0 6 for me. Second is x3 and y 0. Okay, x3 and y 0 is actually this coordinate only, x3, y coordinate is 0. Okay, so this is that 3 comma 0 is the second coordinate. Let us draw the line first. Okay, okay, let it be this line. Okay, and what is this line? Is y is equal to 6 minus 2x. Okay, let us just write that here. Y is equal to 6 minus 2x is this line for us. Okay, let us identify the coordinates of the second line. 1 0, 1 and 0 is actually this point. Okay, 1 comma 0. Second is 2 2, 2 2 is this point, right? And that is actually the intersecting uh, point also for us. Okay, let us draw the line. Okay, let me draw that line. Fine. And what is this line? This line is actually the second line, y is equal to 2x minus 2 for us. Right? So the lines are intersecting at a common point 2 2. Okay? So therefore from the graph, the lines are intersecting at x comma y is equal to 2 comma 2. So this is what the solution for these consistent pair of linear equations. Fine. Okay, let us quickly move to the next question. Okay, here the two equations given. Let us identify a1 b1 c1 from equation 1 and a2 b2 c2 from equation 2. Okay, so let me write a1 2 b1 minus 2 and c1 minus 2. Okay, a2 4 b2 minus 4 and c2 minus 5. So by looking at the values, you can see 2 by 4, it is 1 by 2, minus 2 by minus 4, that is also 1 by 2, but minus 2 by minus 5 is not equal to that. So therefore I can directly say that, therefore from the given equations, you can say that a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, but that is not equal to c1 by c2. Since you can write that, okay, since you can say, since 2 by 4 is equal to minus 2 by minus 4, that is also equal. Okay, but this is not equal to minus 2 by minus 5, which is actually c1 by c2. So therefore the lines are parallel. So if the lines are parallel, they are inconsistent. Therefore the lines are parallel and inconsistent. Fine. This is the solution for the fourth problem in the fourth set of questions. Okay. Let us move to the next questions. Okay. So this is a fifth set of question, and here the question given is something descriptive. Okay, let us identify what is given and what is required for us. Okay, you see here they are saying half of the perimeter of a rectangular garden. So we have a shape called rectangle here. First of all, we need to draw that rectangle. Okay, let me draw that rectangle first. Okay, then only we will read the next question. This is the rectangle for me. Okay, this is the rectangle, and what is given? Rectangle garden whose length is 4 meter more than its width. So first of all, this is its identify this as its width x, and this is its width, sorry, this length y. Okay, so let me write this as length and this as width. Fine. Okay. Okay, what they are saying is length is 4 more than its width. So what is our first equation? What is our first equation? Length is 4 more than its width. So x plus 4. That is our first equation. Okay, y is equal to x plus 4, because what is given is length is 4 more than its width. Identifying. Okay, so therefore I can say let width is equal to x and length is equal to y. I can say length is equal to y. So assuming that width is equal to x and length is equal to y, we are actually taking this equation 1 from the given. Okay, now what else is given? What else is given? The half of the perimeter. What is perimeter? The perimeter of the rectangle is the length that you take at the as the edges of this. Sum of all the sides of the rectangle is actually the perimeter. Okay, so what is that actually? This is x. If this is x, this is also x. If this is y, this is also y. So what is perimeter? Perimeter is equal to x plus y plus x plus y. That is actually 2x plus 2y. Now why I am writing this x plus y plus x plus y? Because I just want half of the perimeter. So if x plus y is perimeter, that means actually 2x plus 2y is the full perimeter of the rectangle. Then half of the perimeter is only x plus y. Right? Understood this? Okay. Now with the second information that is given, what is that half of the perimeter is? 36 meter. So I can say x plus y is equal to 36, and that gives me the second equation to be plotted is 36 minus x. So this is that second equation for me. Understood this? Okay, now let us put some values into it and identify the coordinates of the two lines to be plotted onto the graph. Then what was required is finding out the dimensions of the garden. Dimensions of the garden are width and multiplied by length. So that is x comma y. Okay, let us draw the graph. Let us draw the graph first. Okay, now sorry, before drawing the graph we have to first put some values 0 minus 4 into this and identify the coordinates. Okay, now if I put x as 0, y I'll get as 4. If I put minus 4 here, y I will get as 0. So the first coordinates, the coordinates of the first line, I'm identifying it as 0 4 and minus 4 0. In the second equation, if I am putting 10 in place of x, it will give me 26, that is 36 minus 10. If I am putting 26, that is 36 minus 26, it will give me 10. So the two coordinates of the second equation are 10 and 26, 26 and 10. Okay, now let us plot the graph. So these are the values I have already uh, identified, and I'm going to plot it here. Now, since I've modified this graph a little bit because I want the coordinates to be identified as 26, 26 also onto the same graph. Here, the values given for each square here are multiples of 3. Okay, let me actually write the y coordinates also, 3, 6 and 30 y coordinates. So similarly, I should be writing it as -3, -6 and -9. Okay, now in between this also we'll have 3 values. So this is actually, so from here only 0, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so similarly, if you just divide each of these given dimensions into 3, I will get 25, 26 here. Okay, you should be actually doing this part, dividing that given into uh, 3 equal parts. It is -4 for me. Okay, do that for yourself. Okay, let us first identify 0 and 4. 0 is x for me and 4 is this point, right? This is 3 and this is 4. Okay, that is 0, 4 for me. 0, 4. Let us plot the second coordinate. Second coordinate is -4x and y as 0. So where is my -4 x coordinate? It is -4. This is -3 and this is -4. And y is 0 only. Since y is 0, this is that point which actually gets me -4 and 0. Okay. So let us quickly draw the coordinates of second equation. 10, 26. 10 is somewhere here. Okay, so this is 9, 10 plus 10 for x coordinate, and 26. Where is 26? 26 is this point. Okay, so here 27, so one less than that. So somewhere here I can get 26. So what is this point? Is 10 and 26 y coordinate. Okay, now similarly 26 as x coordinate comes somewhere here. Okay, this is that 26 because this is 27, this is 26, and 10 y coordinate. 10 y coordinate is somewhere here, and let me draw this point here. Correct? Okay, so this is that line. So what is this line? Coordinate is 26, 10. Right? Let us draw this line and draw this line also. Here, if you observe, the coordinates of the first line are actually here only. We are going to extend this line. Okay, so that we'll get a intersection of these two lines. Let us first draw the line and check whether they are intersecting each other or not. Okay, let us draw this line first. Okay, it is more or less okay. So what is this line? What is this line? This line is the second line, 36 minus x. Y is equal to 36 minus x is this line. Okay, now let us draw the first line. Where are the coordinates of the first line? -4, 0 and 0, 4 are the two coordinates, but I am going to extend this line little bit. Okay, let us draw that line also. Okay, let me draw that line. Okay, I'm getting this line extended. See to it that those two lines are crossing also. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is that second line that is actually intersecting. What is the second line? What is the second line? The first line, y is equal to x plus 4. Okay, hope you understood this. Now identify at what point these two lines are crossing each other. So now if you clearly observe here, the point here is one, approximately one more than 15, that is 16x, and one less than 21, that is 20 as y. So if I am drawing the dotted lines here, it will actually give me this as 16. So what is this line, sorry, what is this coordinate is x 16 and y as 20. So this is what the coordinate where the two lines are intersecting each other, and that is the solution for us. Okay, what was required for us, what is x and what is y we considered. What is x? X is width of the rectangle and y is the length of the rectangle. Okay, let us do that. Okay, therefore the lines are intersecting at intersecting the lines are intersecting at xy is equal to 16 comma 20. Therefore I can write it here. Therefore the dimensions, what is required, the dimensions of the rectangle dimensions are 16 multiplied by 20. I can say 16 multiplied by 20. That is width into length. Okay. Okay. That is what the solution for this. Let us move to the next question. Okay. So the sixth question, it is also a little bit different. Let me explain this question a little bit more. Okay. We have to simply write one more equation so that one creates the intersecting line. The pair has intersecting line. Okay, so what is the condition for the intersecting line? Intersecting lines a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So we need to just write one more equation so that a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, where a1 is 2, b1 is 3 and c1 is minus 8. Okay, so therefore I can say, since required equation should satisfy, right, should satisfy a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. Okay, we can say you do one thing, simply replace the b1 with a1 and a1 with b1 and write the same equation, or else you can even write something different to the constant term also. Okay, I'll just write 3x 2y. Okay, 3x plus 2y minus 7 is equal to 0 is one equation that makes an intersecting line with this equation. Fine, you can see that 2 by 3 is not equal to 3 by 2. That's all. We don't have to look at the c1 by c2 here. I can write anything here. Okay, so this is the simple solution for intersecting lines. Similarly, parallel lines. So what is the condition for parallel lines? Condition for parallel lines is a1 by a2 should be equal to b1 by b2, but that should not be equal to c1 by c2. That is the parallel line condition. Okay, the condition I can directly write, the condition required, the condition required is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, but that is not equal to c1 by c2, right? So I will just take twice of the 2 and then I will take 7. I will keep this 7 only here. Okay, I'll say Therefore, 4x that creates 1 by 2, 6y that actually creates 1 by 2. So a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, right? And instead of minus 8, I can say minus 9 is equal to 0. So that makes minus 8 by minus 9, which is not equal to 1 by 2. So that is the parallel line that actually satisfies the condition with 2x plus 3y minus 8. Okay, this is the parallel line for this. This is a simple example. Okay, now coincident lines. What is the condition? Coincident line. All the ratios a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2 are all equal. Okay, so how do I do that? The condition should be a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. So instead of writing the same variables or same coefficients, I am just writing twice of the variables. Okay, twice of the coefficients. So I write 4x 6y minus 16 is equal to 0. You see, 2 by 4, 1 by 2, 3 by 6, that is also 1 by 2, minus 8 by minus 16, that is also 1 by 2. So that actually satisfies the condition a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2, creating a coincident line with this equation. So this problem is very simple, that you need to write one more equation, anything you can write, that actually satisfies the first condition for intersecting, the second condition for parallel line, and the third condition for coincident line. That's all. Okay, let us move to the next question. Okay, here in this question, the two equations are directly given. X minus y plus 1 is equal to 0 and 3x plus 2y minus 12 is equal to 0. We need to plot the graph for this. Draw the graph of the equations directly. They are asking us to draw the graph first and determine the coordinates. This is important here. Determine the coordinates of what? Coordinates of vertices of the triangle. Vertices of the triangle formed by these lines. If there are two lines crossing each other formed by these lines with x-axis, okay, something like this you are going to get. They are saying if this is the graph and if there is one line like this and another line like this, there will be a triangle that is formed here. You can identify this. Can you see this? This is a triangle that is formed by the vertices of the triangle. This is we have to identify these are the vertices, and then with x-axis it is going to form this triangle. Okay, and then shade the triangle. They are saying shade this region. Okay, this is what the problem is. Okay, hope you understood this. Okay, now let us first put some values into it and then prepare the coordinates for the lines to be drawn. Okay, first is x minus y. X minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. So this y taking to that side actually is giving us the first equation, that is y is equal to x plus 1, and this is what we are plotting here. Okay, second equation 3x plus 2y is equal to, sorry, uh, minus 12 is equal to 0. So keeping 2y here only, so that is taking 12 to that side. Okay, and then minus 3x also to that side. It will give me, I can just take 3 out of this and say 3 4s are 12 and 4 minus x divided by 2. This is the second equation for me. So this is 3, 4 minus x divided by 2. Okay, let us put some values in place of x and identify the y coordinate point. Okay, putting 0 here will actually give me 1, simply 0 plus 1. Putting 5 will actually give me y is equal to 6. So 0, 1, 5, 6 are the two coordinates of the first line. Secondly, putting 0 in place of x actually makes 4 minus 0 as 4. 3 4s are 12 by 2 is actually 6. 0, 6 is one first coordinate for this. And putting 4 here makes the whole factor this as 0. So 3 zeros are 0 by 2, which is actually 0. Right? These are the two coordinates. 0, 6, 4, 0 are the two coordinates. Okay. Let's move to the next slide to plot the graph. Okay. So 0, 1 first coordinate, 5, 6 second coordinate of the first line. So this is 0, this is 0 and 1. 0, 1. So let me just mark this 0 as the x coordinate and 1 as the y coordinate. 5x coordinate, 5x coordinate and 6 y coordinate. So this is 5, 6. This is 5, 6. Let us draw the line first. Okay. Take the line and draw the line. Fine. Okay. What is this line? What is this line? The first line, y is equal to x plus 1. Right? Okay. Identify the coordinates of the second line. 0, 6. 0 is x coordinate and 6 is y coordinate. So this is that point, 0 and 6. Then 4, 0. 4 is this and 0 y coordinate. So this is that point. X coordinate 0, sorry, x coordinate 4 and y coordinate 0 only. So this is 4 as x coordinate, 0 as y coordinate. So I need to just draw this line. Okay. Draw that line. Okay. This is that line. Okay. Now what is this line? Is the second line, y is equal to 3 multiplied by 4 minus x divided by 2. You have to actually write these y equations to identify the lines so that there will not be any confusion. Okay, so what is the point where the two lines are intersecting each other? The two lines are intersecting each other at x coordinate point as 2 and y coordinate point as 3. So 2, 3 is the coordinate point where the two lines are intersecting each other. And what is required for us? We have to identify the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines. Okay, so there will be a triangle that is formed. Let us identify whether the triangle is formed or not. You can see that. Can you see the triangle formed by this? So this is that one vertex. This is the second vertex. Okay, I can just identify this as -1 and 0 as y coordinate, and this is the third vertex 4, 0. So this is that triangle. Can you identify this? Okay, so I can write, therefore from the graph vertices of the triangle are, okay, start from this point, 2 comma 3, -1 0 the second vertex, and 4 0 as the third vertex. And what else is asked? Just identify the vertices and then shade the triangle that is formed so with the x coordinate. Let us share that. Okay. Okay, so this is that shading. I'm just filling this line. So this is that triangle. You can actually fill it with some color. So that's all the solution for this question. Okay, so this completes the exercise problems 3.1, wherein we studied identifying the solutions of a pair of linear equations in two variables by graphical method. Okay, so in the next session we are going to see the second method, that is the algebraic method. There are two different methods, algebraic methods. Let us see those in the next class. Okay, thank you.